Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I'm Jason, your host. And I'm annoyed. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. But you know what I'm not? An idiot. I have a lot to be angry about in my life. A lot to be frustrated about. Death, cancer, mental issues, the DWP, PIP, my life, my problems. But I choose to be constructive. I choose to create. I choose to help others. What I don't do is what we're seeing happening in the UK a lot these days. Cowards, assholes, idiots, far right pieces of shit. See, I was going to go out on my mobility scooter this weekend, but I was advised by a friend to not go anywhere near my local town because it was beset by a minority, a complete minority with loud, whiny, whingy voices, throwing a tantrum, trashing and destroying their own community. The worst thing is that this disaffected far right who get riled up, they're complete numpties. They're the most stupid, moronic fuckers in the land. They didn't wait for the truth to come out. They didn't wait for the information to come out about the killings or anything. They took the first bit of fake fucking news that could direct them like sheep, which is what they are. And they just wanted to go out and watch the world burn. They didn't have any righteous fury. They just wanted to destroy. They drank the Kool-Aid. They listened to the morons who believed that Britain is right. Britain is right. And if you're English and if you're all this bullshit about thinking, oh no, they're taking our jobs. No. The reason they're taking their jobs is because they're not lazy fucks like you who listen to this crap and spend all your time whining and bitches. There is still jobs out there for nearly every fucking single English person in this country if they're willing to put the effort in and actually work. Just like you, the disaffected far right, or a complete tiny little shitty loudmouth minority. On the other hand, the bad people who are Muslim, the bad people who follow Islamic faith, the bad people who come over on the boats are also a minority. Just a tiny minority of the people that come here to have a new life, to become part of all this, to get a job. And some of these people have more community in them than you have as this bullshit crap that goes on. You have any idea? I live in a diverse area, and I'm very proud of that. I'm not a politically correct person. I think a lot of it is bullshit. And I think that people should be called out if they do wrong. But I don't blame the religion. I don't blame a country. Because let's face it, if from the outside of the UK, they took the UK as everybody being like these little shits that mask up and destroy towns and trash places and get into their little gangs and think they're so hard, then that would make the UK to be a pretty sucky place, wouldn't it? No. You don't talk for me. You don't talk for the majority, who are just people. One thing I've learned in VRchat and talking to people online and being a gamer, that all humans on the planet are just humans. I have been in rooms and had amazing conversations and talked and spent time with people from all countries around the world. And I've realised that we have more in common than we have that separates us. I've seen neighbours who don't have a job or lost their job. Neighbours who have come to this country because their own country, their children could get raped, their children could be murdered every day. They made the journey to get here so they could have a fresh start. I've seen people who, unlike the people who live here, will go out at 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, will go to every shop in the entire area and ask if they've got work. They're not willing to work 18 hours a fucking day to put food on the plate for their thingy. And they don't complain. Yes, you will always get the grifters. You will always get the people who don't want to work. You want to abuse the system. But those are a fucking minority. Within a minority. I've seen members of the Islamic faith and who are Muslims. I've seen people who are all different religions who don't use that religion as a battering ram, just a guide, and who care about community and there for people. I've seen people who are English, born and bred, not lift a fucking finger for someone in trouble. And I've seen people who have come over from another country and made this their home do far more. I'm proud to be part of a multicultural country. There is far more strength in that. And these people are complete cowards. I've had to deal with them myself. They mask up. They put their hoodies up. They ride around on their bikes. And they go into their little groups because they can't do anything on their own. And they have their backup on Twitter. They have their backup on Telegram. They have their groups and they're, yes, we're doing something. And you're just bullshitting. You're just nothing like the rest of us. And you hurt, and you damage, and you trash things. We're fighting for the right. No, you're not. You're just being a little numpty. And I hope Keir Starmer was right. Don't agree with everything Keir when he called you far-right thugs. And I hope every single fucking one of you, with all the AI, with all the cameras, I hope every single one of you gets tracked and put to jail for a very long time. Because you bring nothing to the fucking table. You do not create. You do not help. You do not give of yourself. All you do is trash talk and hurt people. All you do is destroy. All you do is harm. It takes so fucking much more to actually stand back and think for yourself. It takes so much to stop and help someone, no matter their race. It takes so much to actually spend the time to understand that other person, that other human being, no matter their colour, no matter their religion. To realise that we're all on the same fucking dirt ball. And the only way we survive in any future is if we work together. The world is one place. So you can listen to all the rhetoric of the bullshitters who will blame everything except themselves for problems we've got. You will listen to the brainwashed stuff and you will parrot fashion all this crap without doing your own research. You won't have any of the courage or the bravery it takes to make that journey from one country to another because you're trying to survive. You're weekend warriors at best, and you're following a cause that is so fake that you may as well just go play Call of Duty. Isolationist doesn't work. The people that abuse the system on either side are not the whole, are not the majority. And everybody is being hit by the cost of living. Everybody has problems. But by what you're doing, like all this trashing and destroying and taking up resources, taking up police time when their budgets are cut to fuck anyway. So instead of these people going after rapists, going after molesters, going after the people doing child porn, instead of doing the important stuff like catching killers, and they have to wipe your fucking arse and put your dummy in and put you to bed because you can't take fucking control and responsibility for your own life and grow the fuck up. I've seen people who've come from other countries come to this country to try and have a better life, who have taken on 2-3 jobs and also bettered themselves by taking on courses in life and challenge. I've seen autistic people who've got jobs and try to hold them down and put effort in every fucking day and work. I've seen people with far more challenges than you ever face yourself succeed. And yes, there is shits out there. There is people, like I say, on all sides of these problems who will misuse the system. But when you're so suggestible, so your brain is so fucking compliant that any amount of bullshit from these peddlers of death and anger and frustration can just tell you basically the sky's black and you'll believe them and go out and go, oh yeah, it's a conspiracy. It's bullshit. It's sad. All that energy that was put out this weekend trashing places. You weren't thinking of those children that were murdered. You weren't respecting their parents, and there are calls for things to be calm. You in no way were doing this because of any high political ideal. Because if you did, you would have listened. Yeah. We all have challenges to face. We all have situations that cause us to be in positions where we wish we weren't. But we make fucking choices and we take responsibility. You want to go do something like that? Take off the mask. Face the consequences. One of the things I learned about the people that harassed me in the past They had to do it from anonymous sources. They had to do it with a mask over their face and a hoodie over their head. Take off the mask. Show your identity. If you truly believe in a cause, stand up for it in daylight with your name. Work towards getting shit sorted. You don't get shit sorted by the way they're acting. You're just destroying. You're just wasting resources. I guess that's all I've got to say on this matter.